Philippines national hero, Dr. Jose P. Rizal, speaks 22 languages, namely, Spanish, French, Latin, Greek, German, Portuguese, Italian, English, Dutch, Japanese, Arabic, Swedish, Russian, Chinese, Greek, Hebrew and Sanskrit, and the local languages Malay, Chavacano, Visayan, Ilocano and Subanon. Siem Reap, Cambodia, and the ancient temple complex of Angkor, it is not often a new attraction emerges. But from the country's most revered site, a new sensation has arrived, a young boy named Thuch Salik. Salik, a slight 14-year-old, has become an overnight online star after a Malaysian visitor to the temples posted a video on Facebook of her interaction with him where he speaks in 10 different languages. The post went viral throughout Cambodia and many parts of Asia, throwing the spotlight on a boy whose place in society would typically see him ignored. Salik is one of many children who ply the entrance and exit gates to popular temples in the hope of selling simple souvenirs, such as fridge magnets and postcards, to tourists. It is not uncommon for the child sellers to have picked up a few key phrases of the languages of the most frequent visitors, from China, Korea and Europe. But Salik has upped his game. He has turned the simple act of hawking into a linguistic challenge, surprising visitors with his abilities to converse in many foreign tongues. His mostly self-taught skills are remarkable. Barely taking a breath, he rattles off counting 1 to 10 in 16 different languages, including Russian, Tagalog, Japanese, Vietnamese, Italian, German and 3 dialects of Chinese. I started to sell when I was 11 years old and now I have been selling for 3 years already. I only knew 1 language at the beginning, he said while discussing his sudden fame with Channel News Asia. I learned some English but then my mother sent me to sell at Back King Mountain. There are more Chinese guests than others there and I learned to speak with them for my little business. If I see them now I will start to sing, he said before bursting into an enthusiastic adaptation of a song by Chinese artist Da Zhuang. The Chinese tourists will say, "Wow, you can speak my language well too. You would be a superstar in my country." For English-speaking visitors, the strategy is similar, he said with a smile as he busted out a couple of cheeky verses of Ed Sheeran's Shape of You. The money he earns goes directly to this mother, who uses it to support Salik's and his siblings' education and the family's daily needs. Their home is basic, just a few hundred meters from Taprem, and the family has struggled with debt. His mother Manvana, who accompanies Salik and his younger brother Tithai to Taprem every day to sell souvenirs, said she couldn't believe it when she started to hear about her son's growing fame. "I felt very happy and excited and cannot find anything to compare this with," she said. "Even though I am his mother, I didn't realize how smart my son is and that he knew more than 10 languages. I didn't think that my son can absorb all this knowledge. His brain can remember so much and he can use these languages to sell stuff to support the family. I can hardly believe that and I feel shocked and surprised." She described her son as a kind soul, an enthusiastic learner and never one to complain about wearing old clothes, having to ride his bicycle long distances to school.